Neither of their carries have played it, so this is first time for 2019 on this Akali. The Ryze versus Syndra matchup is Syndra favored, as we well know, in the mid lane, but Ryze can grin and bear most matchups. Top Ryze has very few counters.
Show up on that Akali. Kuzan getting his Ryze once again.
Very interesting here. A lot of lane power on the side of VSG. Definitely not late game team fighting Vladimir win conditions. Not necessarily going to be done in the late game, but this is a draft that gets it done earlier. That has been more ESS's paddock outside of game number 4, but this is it. The best of one for everything.
One game to decide who's got another chance to make it into the LCK. Let's find out who's going to win right now.
VSG said, oh, thank you very much, sir. Enjoy your drink. Is topside.
Speaking of which, this time around, no ultimate available. Flash comes in, plus the ultimate.
Yeah.
First blood. Nicely done by Jisoo as well to tank that one out and make that kill available.
We found a bully.
You have to rely on your team to carry a lot of the time, but take a look at this. Once again, nice stun onto Catch, but unfortunately, he can drop aggro. The Hex Drinker helps out, but a simple flash from Kuzan will get him to safety.
Even though they had to labor, it's Rek'Sai forced him to use his ultimate, which is on cooldown, as we know, but might not have been full information. The side of VSG, no pressure onto him. They actually pressure late to try to clean up the Drake and the Rek'Sai.
Okay, nice amount of damage there. That's that press our Syndra coming into effect with no pressure there, so they get Catch.
Spotting the Rek'Sai as top side, there's a lot going on.
Look at Kuzan just going 1v2, and oh boy, that arrow is going to hit onto the Lucian, who does not have anywhere to go here. No cleanse, no QSS, and the 2-second stun. The root is going to come in. There's nowhere for him to go. Nice pick there from the side of the ES Sharks.
Yeah, the arrow actually traveled enough that it was over a 2-second stun of itself.
Yeah.
Not quite the first 3.5. Here's the members.
They're looking for more, and you can see that Ryan wanted none of that. Just immediately got away, left Morgana to die.
Whoa, she went into dust, literally. That's sad.
Morgana's, you know,
Avengers
very
coming to
mysterious.
you. Winning lane, I guess that's why Blade came in, but right now the build doesn't give you a lot of immediate power.
Ruby fishing here for some kind of pick, has to flash away as Pure. Gonna create space with that ultimate, but now he doesn't have a shield, and he's gonna be hit in the face with that arrow. But they might have vision. They weren't able to get the kill here. Kuzan in the backline is gonna go down. Great kiting from the side of VSG. They're gonna get a couple of kills now. In goes Aurelia. You can see Clash trying to get on in there, but not quite able to get the kill as Jisoo. It's all up to him in the Shroud. He gets one, gets two. Gets out to safety.
With the Conqueror, it's a lot of sustain as well.
And he's going to get the plant. They're turning this around. Jisoo's going to be a monster.
Hey, don't say that. This is just Jisoo. He's pretty much solo trying to win the back end of this fight. Now he's waiting for a face check. Not going to get one. That was a surprising amount of back end to sustain.
Fiesta, and you can just pick off one by one.
So ESS messed this up. Remember that comp has single target deletion. They want to use all their single target CC to get people. The black.
By the way, Syndra died.
Oh, well, that's awkward. I missed how that happened. I was focused on the fight. But at this point, you think VSG wins it 10 out of 10 times. Jisoo was waiting, couldn't actually use the ultimate for anything relevant. But then watch Jisoo towards the end, as in picture-in-picture. ES Sharks are getting a push on. Dives in. And watch the sustain. It's always going up. This finds casual 133, 121. It adds up. And then, like through the plant you mentioned, Jisoo's almost full health.
It looks like we'll get a replay of this one as well. Ruby.
Oh, it wasn't that exciting.
He stayed a little bit too long. Very, very simple kill there. As the Sharks
likely want to find a big advantage.
Feel the tension building in this game as even VSG are fighting back. The TPs are coming in as Ryan with a nice Cataclysm into that back line. But do they have the damage? It doesn't look like it. Jisoo is still alive with a huge amount of damage coming out from that perfect execution. But it goes Soar, still looking for the opportunities. Down will go catch here, but Light getting pretty low, but still Jisoo is alive in the background, and it's all Kuzan as well. That stays alive for so long on that tanky rise, the bruiser rise, as you mentioned. The TPs are coming in, and the Sharks are going for the end.
They're going for as much as they can get, possibly, Valdez. It was all about the staying power of the items on ES Sharks. They went early, they needed to buy time. But time is something they were able to build, and their time to make it to the final best of 5 might be now. They're going to get, at minimum, this inhibitor, and they call in Kuzan for the TP.
They're going for more. 10 seconds on Morgana.
Is this too
12.
greedy?
12 on the Syndra. They're going to try to ignore the Jarvan here. Oh, now they're turning onto him.
That's a bit confused.
Yeah, okay, they're going to get Jarvan here, but... Okay, the power comes in. I'm like, where did he go? Down goes Jarvan, but they stop.
It was used for nothing, Valdez. This fight is all about having reliable pick champions with strong damage who don't die fast. Look at how much free damage they take to VSG fighting back as the Mountain Drake is being taken in the picture-in-picture. Then Jisoo needs everything to wait out, to occupy space. Watch the perfect execution. Q, it does 900 damage to both in an AoE, and it's only the build pass and to ensure via team fighting that just, and I mean just, this was close, made closer than the gold would indicate. This is what was required, given that they're forced onto VSG.
They're gone. They don't see anything. I mean, there's the one on the left side now that Pure just placed down. That's going to be the key one right behind them. But already, Ruby's going to disappear before the fight even begins. But they trade it back on a Jisoo. Now trying to land that binding as Cougar trying to just get the Devourer onto Soar, but the knock up here by Ryan is going to deny it for now. Really all eyes on Kuzan, and he's the big damage. Soar trying to get on in there, but the aftershock is huge. Ryan gonna go down as Light still available, just standing still and delivering, and Kuzan is still very high on the health and should be able to win this fight for him. It's only Veritas left over. As the ult will come in, and see you later. Double kill will go down, and it looks like the Sharks are going to go for the end now.
By the end, they're trying to buy time, but I don't think it's enough with Abyssal Voyage. 2 members there pushing in. Death timers at their shortest on Ruby in 8 seconds. It's Syndra 1v2, otherwise down to challengers for VSG.
That should be it. I mean, it doesn't look like there's enough time as Ruby. Okay, I'm going to hold that thought as he does actually spawn on time. The game is not over.
That's the double debate from ES.
I know, that's close.
They made the mistake with the Rise teleport. Didn't matter, they still were able to get there. It's a 10,000 gold lead given up. Gonna watch the replay here. If this is going with Overwatch analysis of who's traded, Akali dying first is not good, right? The death report is telling you that Jisoo and her 1,000 gold spree has now gone to the enemy team. But the problem is that VSG are fighting an enemy terrain. They're trying to kite out and get, say, another flawless duet cooldown onto Sora, but eventually Kuzan finds his root cooldown, and that means that ESS should always trade up.
Kuzan, Aftershock just laughs in the face of that damage. He's surprisingly tanky. Not much, or not enough damage, I should say, because they do have a decent amount with the Aurelia Syndra Lucian, but not able to stir it.
They can draw the minion wave to mid, though, as here we go.
Light just walking forward there. Cougar has to save his life, but now Jisoo in the back line. Has a bit of help from his friends, but he's going to be ulted down. But Rise, Kuzan still available, doing that damage. Flashes forward, he's going to bounce some on top of that Aurelia, and nobody can stand up to this Rise now. And it feels like the side of the Sharks know it too. The damage is going to be enough. Ryan is going to be interrupted. They're going to get every kill. And it looks like the ES Sharks are going to buy themselves one last ticket to try to make it into the LCK.
The Sharks are finally circling a 1 Nexus, and that means they will play Jin Green Wings on Sunday for the final spot in LCK Summer 2019. It was a very long, drawn-out series, and the last game kind of felt like a metaphor for the series as a whole, as both teams had them to the LCK. That is a pretty buff Shark.
That's a Chad Shark right there, for sure.
Kind of looks like Captain Flowers, if I think about it.
Yeah, a little bit.
He'd take that as a compliment.
He's got the jaw. He's got the jaw.
He's also, that guy's pretty buff these days,
I can
tell you. So he's been at the gym, so he deserves buff Shark status. Sad for VSG to be unable to come back in. GC Busan was that team was so impressed by in the Kesper Cup, but I would say categorically the combination of the 2 squads, the 10-man roster, It's been another one on the 10-man roster fails rather than 10-man roster successes. It reminds me more of Longzhu in 2016 that never got the best of some pretty talented players. Will we see any of these individual players in the LCK in summer? We're not to know. Back to challengers for VSG. VSG versus BBQ coming to a stream near you. The ES Sharks versus Jin Air. Kuzan fans, they can be happy for a couple of days, but they know a lot of work to be done. To be fully happy, Kuzan needs to upset his previous org in a best-of-5 in order to make it to the LCK.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, if I'm Jin Air, I'm sitting